when I was in high school, in my mind, I wanted to be like my dad. I wanted to follow in his footsteps and be a diplomat. He was an ambassador at the time, which is a large goal, right? But I only wanted to do it because he was doing it. I didn't want to do it because I wanted to do it, right? So after I graduate high school, I have no direction, no goals or whatever it may be in terms of what I'm going to study at the university. So my dumbass goes to a college fair and I ask the guy, yo, I want to be a diplomat. What can I study? The homie tells me political science. I said, okay, I'm going to study political science. That can get me to where I want to be, which is being a diplomat. Now, what I should have done is done some research. I had access to the internet. By that time, that was 2013, 2014. I had full-blown access to the internet on my cell phone, on my iPod. But I didn't do any research. I didn't even think about doing research into what degrees actually get you good paying jobs and can get you a job, just zero point blank can get you a job. Right? If I would have done that, I would have never studied poli-sci because then I would have known poli-sci is one of the most useless degrees of all time. And that means I did 4 years studying something, getting a degree in something that could not earn me money. But worst of all, I was losing money because I was taking student loans to pay for this. So now I graduate and I have this political science degree, but I get lucky because, I knew this girl back in college, and her mom was very well connected. She knew people in high places within the Pennsylvania government, and she knew the Auditor General personally. She got me a job with the Auditor General of Pennsylvania, who is an elected official. So he goes the governor, attorney general, auditor general. So he's right up there. She got me a job there, and I still had no direction. I still didn't even realize how much of a luck that was. The luck being the fact that I didn't have a good degree, but I was able to get this good government job. And I decided to get a master's degree. And my mom at the time, yeah, she was right. She was telling me, don't do it. You have a good job. Just stay here. You can earn a lot of money. You can get some good benefits. But to me, at that time as well, I was thinking that's low-level thinking mindset because I had big goals. But in reality, I didn't have any real big goals. I just had a concept of what I wanted to look like. That's what it really was. So after 8 months, I leave to go to Paris, which was a great time. I loved it. I moved to Paris, and I was there for 3 years getting my master's degree. And I didn't learn my lesson the first time. I went and got a master's degree in international relations and diplomacy, which is just another branch for political science. So now this is 2019. Now I have all the access to the internet, the cell phone, the iPad, the iPods, the iPhone, whatever it may be, and a laptop, and I still didn't do any research. I didn't learn my lesson the first time. Degree, do your research on a degree, right? Do your research on a degree. So I go to Paris, and I'm there, I get this degree. Oh my God, and now when I leave, I am in such massive debt. This debt is is like on top of my head right now. And it is crazy. You guys have no idea. I'm 140 deep in student loan debt. Student loan. So yeah, the degrees itself is actually what's keeping me in the negative balance in terms of net worth. But once I returned back in 2022, I started looking for jobs, applying to jobs. I could not find a job. For the whole year, I'm applying. I'm trying to get a job within the field. Nothing is happening. And this is when I finally start doing some research. And now I'm learning all these things about poli-sci. I'm learning about international relations. I'm learning about how difficult it is to actually get a job in that field because there's no one specific job for it. Like if you do the STEM field, something like computer science, that's easy. Medicine, that's easy. You get a job in that and it's good paying as well. So now I'm learning all these things and I'm like, oh my God, what have I done here? What have I done here? So after a year of applying, I get lucky. And again, this goes back to that connection I had that was able to land me a job to Auditor General. I'm lucky because I get a job as an auditor. Not the same place, but I get a job as an auditor for a union. Once again, The benefits were amazing, and you got paid weekly. I was only making 52 grand a year, but I was living at home. The money you could stretch the money out. It wasn't a lot, but with the benefits, I was probably, let's say, making, let's say, 60 grand a year if we include that in terms of what other jobs provide. So I stayed there for a year. Now, because again, no direction, I didn't know what I wanted to do, whether I should stay here or not. I decided to leave that job. I leave that job and I go get myself a 15 grand increase, right? Which is at the time was like, oh yeah, I got a 15 grand increase, wonderful. But now I'm in payroll compliance. I'm a payroll compliance specialist, which just means all I do is garnish people. So folks hate me, and some taxes on the side, right? So I'm garnishing people. I'm like, this is pretty boring. Then I have to talk to these dumbasses on the phone because one, you got 4 baby mamas, 6 baby mamas, and now you gotta pay child support, and you mad that I'm taking your money from you. I'm like, I didn't take your money home, dog. You did that to yourself. You should have strapped up, or you should not have went and let loose inside like 5 different females. Like that's on you, home dog. But anyway, I digress. So I do that for a year. Again, no direction. I knew I couldn't stay there. I hated the work. Every job I've had, I've hated it because I realized something about myself during the last 2 years when I was working. I am not meant to be an employee. Can't do it. I hate just the fact that somebody has control over the time I can take off. Oh, let me get my PTO. Fucking PTO. Are you kidding me right now, bro? What type of bull junk is that? PTO. And this is not to, hate on nobody or come at what anybody's doing. That's not what I'm trying to do here, guys. No, I'm just talking about me personally. If you like being a wagee working for somebody and you got your PTO, you got your benefits, your 401k, wonderful. You're doing better than I am right now. So again, do not think I'm coming at you, right? But that's just not for me. But I quit that job and I started doing business without a plan again. Now, I had already started businesses at this point, right? Because I realized I couldn't be a wagee working for somebody. I have been starting businesses since 2019. And one was YouTube. And hey, here I am again, YouTube. And, I wanted to do fitness and I couldn't stick to it. I couldn't become consistent, but I learned a lot. I got better at storytelling, hence this video. Before then, when I started, I could not speak 2-3 sentences without stuttering and having to just do a lot of edits. But now, one skill that you do gain when you start these things is the ability to tell stories and be more fluent when you're actually speaking. So I was on and off, not consistent, never made any money on it. But I did start making money from Instagram. One year I made $10,000 because Instagram was paying us for our views. And I was like, oh, finally I'm seeing some results in this field right here. And then Instagram shut that off, no more pay for views, and I fell off because I'm like, making content takes a lot of time and it's hard work, man. And you have to put content out every day if you want to be competitive in this space when it comes to, not YouTube, but when it comes to Instagram and TikTok and whatnot. So I was like, you guys are not paying me. I'm not going to keep bringing eyeballs to your platform. One could say, again, lack of direction because I could have just went and figured out a way to make money on my own from my own posts, whether it was by getting subscriptions or people paying me for their services. I mean, people pay me to provide them services, which I did, by the way. I did have a few people provide me money and I provide them services, and I also had an ebook. I made some money off of it on my own stuff, but I just, I didn't really have much passion for it. I have passion for working out, but I don't have passion for training people. So after that, I also started selling honey. I'm still selling honey. I went to Africa, import honey from Africa, and I have it on Etsy. I have some good sales over there. I made some money on it, but it's slow, and I need to work hard on it to really make it something. And I believe it can become something pretty big, but again, I still don't know if I'm sure about that or whatever it may be. So once I quit my job last year, May of last year, I had planned to do business with my dad, cousin, brother, right? And we did. We started doing house flipping. So we do this, and it quickly, because I am the CEO of this, but unfortunately, I did not do the proper research. As we can see, there's a theme here. Me and not doing research. But that's something at least I've learned. So there's a theme there, right? So I didn't do the proper research. I didn't learn about it. Learn about it as much as I can. One thing about me is I can start, but finishing or doing it in an organized fashion is not something that I have been doing. But I can start though, right? So I started, and one house we've lost a good 60 grand, and this is like straight cash 60 grand. One house we made about like 40, 45 grand. So we're in the negatives, and I'm not getting paid for that whatsoever. And now, because of the struggles at me not working, now I'm trying to figure out what to do. I haven't earned any real income in over a year now. And the only reason I've been able to live is because the one thing I have been good about is investing and money. I started investing when I was 24 years old. I'm 32 now. And I've made some good money. And I was up to like 70 grand when I quit my job last year. Unfortunately, I'm down to 5 grand, man. I'm out. And so now the thing is, I don't have any investments. I don't have anything. I'm lost in life, and I'm trying to figure that out. And I'm sure a lot of us are lost as well. If you're watching this, there's a good chance you might be lost in life. But the thing is, man, as long as we don't give up, man, it's never too late. I'm 32 years old, and I still have every belief in myself that, you know what, with hard work, I can become the person I believe I can be. But that comes down to hard work. That's where that comes down to. Comes down to hard work and trying to find the right direction. So what am I doing now? Like, something I've been thinking about for the last 2-3 years has been this type of content right here. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I'm finally starting to do it. And I'm just setting realistic goals, such as making a video every day for 7 days. Like I want to show consistency, whether I start earning income or not. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it because like I feel like I'm helping people avoid the same mistakes I made in my life, so that folks can reach their potential much faster than I will, because I'm not close to reaching my full potential. Like I have a master's, right? I'm not dumb. I would say I'm actually pretty smart, probably more intelligent than your average person. But my thing is procrastination, consistency, and organization, and thinking long-term future. So the takeaway from this video is try to find a direction for yourself and plan around that. Do your research. You have access to all the information at your fingertips, whether it's on your phone, on your laptop, your iPad, whatever it may be. You have full-blown access to it. Make use of it, guys. And guys, make sure you please go down to my description and join my Discord and go on my website. I want to form this group of men so that we can help each other. It's not just me talking. And look, I'm no guru. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm trying to grow, and I'm looking for people to hold me accountable here. That's actually what this group really is about, is to help myself, and in the process helping others, because eventually this group will become a very powerful group, because I plan on having professionals who can teach us about fitness. I'm a personal trainer, so I can do that myself. But other people who can teach us about fitness, professionals who maybe an accountant that can come and provide information on finance and how to grow wealth or how to invest, whatever it may be. And just our dating, like real life dating coaches who actually don't spew bullshit and not those red pill crap. I don't believe in red pill. It is toxic. It's a waste of your time, guys. But look, that's enough, man. Here, Jojo. Jojo! Peace, y'all.